This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Good evening and welcome to Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of Evergreen Conference football as the Shelton Highclimbers host the Rochester Warriors. My name is Diedrich Allen. Jerry Apple is off tonight, but Cheryl Williams is subbing in and will be joining us a little later. Both teams come into tonight's game with a 2-1 record. Shelton lost last week at WF West 48-6. The Highclimbers didn't have an answer for the Bearcats' Gavin Fugate, who led the Chehalis team on offense and defense. The Climbers' wins were 34-7 over White River in Week 2 and 39-18 over North Mason in the Mason County Cup and the Battle for the Axe to open the season. Rochester lost to Black Hills last week 34-14 as the Wolves took advantage of 3 Warrior turnovers in the first quarter. Rochester shut out Kingston 28-0 in their first road game of the season in Week 2 and opened the season slipping by Seton Catholic 9-7. The last time these teams played was November 1st of last year, with the Warriors knocking Shelton out of the playoffs in a tiebreaker by a score of 8-7. The Highclimbers won the regular season matchup 37-6 almost a year ago on September 24th, 2021. Coming up, we talk with Highclimbers coach Mark Smith. It's Week 4 of the high school football season and the second game in the Evergreen Conference with the Rochester Warriors at the Shelton Highclimbers. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. High school sports are back, and Mason Web TV is again broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from kickoff to final whistle, from tip-off to final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch what happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Back at Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium, Diedrich Allen here, just ahead of the Shelton Highclimbers hosting the Rochester Warriors. And it is now time to talk with Coach. Yesterday, I had a phone conversation with Shelton head football coach Mark Smith.
I don't know where to start with last week's game. What can you say about it?
Well, let's just make it simple, right? We had a game plan, and we got punched in the mouth. Our lips got bloody, and we didn't punch back. That's about how that went down. And we addressed that. That's on me. I guarantee you, we're going to come out and we're going to fight till the end. The rest of this season, I don't care who we're playing, what the score is, but that was not indicative to the type of culture or football team that we want to play.
I do want to ask you about Brendan Kaiser, and he was my hero in that game just because how he played when he had a guy basically in his face all night when he's trying to punt the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead and explain to me what.
Yeah, to be honest with you, there is no explanation to leave right A gap unblocked and let a 6 foot, 275-pound guy barrel down on you while you're trying to kick the ball. There's no excuse. We just didn't execute our assignment and do our job there, and we didn't even make the adjustment until the second half. So we got to get better at that, and that's on us as coaches. As far as Brendan hanging in there, Brendan's a tough kid. He wasn't feeling good all week. And, he stood in there and got off a couple punts when they probably should have got blocked too.
Right, and then his 2 field goal attempts, just a bit short. Is that?
Yeah, we got a kicking competition going on this weekend between Brendan and Jan. So we'll see how that all sorts out. It's been good for both of them. Brendan has all the capability to kick the ball. I mean, in practice, he's made up to 47, 48 yarders, and he's got a very strong leg. When he hits the ball right on kickoff, you've seen him put it in the end zone. Mm-hmm. And so, it's I know kickers are funny, right? Kickers are like closers in baseball. You got to have a short memory, and you got to have a repeatable motion or a repeatable swing. He's got to have a repeatable steps and kick, and it's got to be something he can repeat time after time after time. And between the snap, there's 3 things that got to happen there in the kicking game. There's got to be a snap, there's got to be a hold, and there's got to be a kick, and that's the order of operation. It's got to go in that order. Snap's got to be there, the hold's got to be there, and then the kick's got to be there. And sometimes some kickers, if the snap's not exactly right, that throws off timing, and then if the hold isn't exactly in the right place of the block, if it's half an inch to the left or 2 inches tilted the wrong way, some kickers get weirded out about that stuff. And I just want him to kick the ball, just make good solid contact and kick the ball. So,
and for the most part, he did that.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach. So we're going to put Chehalis in the rearview mirror, and we're going to look ahead to Rochester, who seemed to get, I think, surprised last week.
Yeah, Rochester, they're going to try to play it close to the best. They're going to run the football. They're going to play solid defense, try to prevent the big play, and try to capitalize on your mistakes. They're well coached. They're a playoff team from last year. They're one of the 4 teams that went to the playoffs. So, they're 2-1. They are coming here, and we always talk about it's about us. It's not about the other team, but talking about it and doing it is 2 different things. And you go back and you started off this conversation talking about our punt protection. Well, it wasn't that Chehalis had some ingenious scheme. They just put a guy in right A gap, and brought him. Well, that's not uncommon, right? It's us not protecting right A gap. So it wasn't what Chehalis was doing; it was what we were doing. And so we have really tried to focus on the name on our shirts and not the name on the other team's shirt this week. And I think if we come out and play our style and our caliber of football, and I think the coaches have taken this to heart, as well as the kids this week, I think you're going to see a much improved Highclimber football team out there against Rochester. That's the plan anyways.
Okay, Coach, injury-wise, how's your team doing at this point in the season?
You know, I think we're going to be about full strength for the first time. Obviously, we got Tiller back last week, and that was good. You know, he wasn't a huge factor, but he got a couple catches and a couple rushes in there. And that game plan for him is just going to keep increasing as the year goes on, so that'll help us. And it'll help us in our blocking and our pass protection, things of that nature. Last week we did not have 45, which is Mario Boxley, one of our captains, one of our starting outside linebackers, and he's also our starting long snapper. So, you know, putting the sophomore in there in that situation was a little bit of a daunting task for him, but he did fine with the snaps. I didn't think his snaps were the problem. It was our protection scheme. So I think Mario's going to be back. He's been practicing this week. How much he plays, I want to keep that shoulder healthy because Mario's one of our better players, and he's senior captain, and we need to get him right for the long haul. And so if it means limiting his reps this week, then that's what's going to happen. And then Carter Whitney missed the second half of last week, another linebacker, but he's practiced all week and he's doing well this week. So we should be at full strength offensively. We don't have any injuries there to speak of. So yeah, should be about as full strength as we possibly can be. There may be some kids that will be on a limited snap count just for health issues to keep them healthy.
That's Mark Smith, head football coach for the Shelton Highclimbers, as his team gets ready to take on Rochester in Evergreen Conference play. Kickoff is coming up next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
With every load secured, every cigarette butt that doesn't go out the window, every fast food bag that arrives at its proper destination, and every time we politely say, hey, there's a better place for that, Washington gets a little cleaner, a little safer, a little more breathtaking. Because small choices add up to a home we can all be proud of. We keep Washington litter-free.
And welcome back. Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium. Diedrich Allen and Cheryl Williams with you tonight. Cheryl, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come join us for football.
You got it, Diedrich. I'm excited. Good evening.
Yeah, Jerry is, well, he's at his reunion right now, so I gave him the night off. Aren't I a nice guy?
Very nice of you, yeah. 65, right? 65 or 60?
Let's say 60.
60.
I don't know. I didn't ask. You could do the math, but
yeah,
he's in the harbor right now. So
awesome.
Well, we're here for some football. Just Cheryl and I.
We're here for football.
And let's see how the Highclimbers respond after last week's, as Coach said, bloody lip, punch in the mouth, and no response from it. Good news is that, let's see here, Brad Tiller's back in uniform. He's been out a couple of weeks. Number 43 out there as one of the captains, along with Logan West. And Ian Wilsbach. And number 45 is Mario Boxley, the captains for tonight's game. And it looks like, well, I don't know who won the toss, but the Warriors are going to get the ball first. And they're in their white jerseys, blue pants. Highclimbers in their red jerseys, white pants, black helmet. So you know who's who. And we're going to get this thing underway shortly. And Cheryl, just feel free to jump in if you have anything to add. I know you're engrossed with the app that I brought along. See if she can do that.
Stats,
We're doing some new stuff. Keeping things updated, I guess. And to make Jerry's job easier when he comes back.
Sure.
And Cheryl will teach him how to do it.
That's right.
So looking over the rosters, been some discrepancies on what was provided and what I brought. So if we get some names wrong for Rochester, we apologize in advance.
Forgive us.
Yeah, we go with what we have. And it will be Rochester ball to start it out. Looks like, who's going out back deep? Number 17 is Galicia. And I'm thinking it's Ashton Rodriguez on the far side. Brendan Kaiser will tee it up at the 40. Let me get him in shot here.
So this is going to be us kicking it off.
Right. Be Shelton kicking it off. And I got to, I said it during the broadcast last week, but Brendan Kaiser is my hero. He was under so much pressure punting the ball last week. I'm surprised he was able to walk off the field, to be honest. And actually, it is not Kaiser kicking.
It is ice.
Number 41, which I don't have on here. You have a 41? Well, there's a run-up and a kick. It's a high, deep kick that'll be taken at the 12. And this is Rodriguez up to the 30. And gets dropped just shy of the 35, where the Warriors will start their first possession for the 1st and 10. Now, my scouting of Rochester, Tate Kornstrom, number 2, usually runs he's the quarterback, and he'll go out of the gun, it looks like.
That was number 41 that had the kickoff, right?
Yeah, I don't have a 41. And we have a false start straight off on the Warriors. So 1st and 10 comes back to 1st and 15. Ball will go back to the 29.
That's a false start on the Warriors. Moves the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15 yards to go with that ball at the 29-yard line.
Let's see what lineup the Warriors will bring out. Rodriguez goes wide to the far side, along with Robbins. 2 receivers on the near side as well. Mobe, the furthest one out. Back to pass goes Kornstrom. He's going to step up. He's got to run. He's being chased up the sideline. Gets up and run out of bounds about the 32-yard line. Host of Highclimbers right there. Tausa in there, one of the tacklers. And it looks like a gain of 4. Bring it 2nd and 11 at the 33. It's like Cornstrom will bring 2 receivers to this near side. Go out of the pistol. Looks like Robbins might be the back behind him. Hand off to him, trying to find some running room around the left side. Got a couple of yards. I got number 4 as Sawyer Robbins. We'll see who that is. And that'll be, excuse me, a little frog in my throat. 3rd down and 7 from the 37 are the Warriors. Cornstrom will spread them wide.
So Rochester has it.
Yeah, two on each side. Cornstrom out of the gun. Low snap, ball is on the ground. Cornstrom will have to fall on it at about the 20, probably where they mark it. Brings it 4th down, and the Warriors are going the wrong way. Watched a little bit of their game against Black Hills, and they had 3 turnovers in the first quarter against the Wolves. So that'll bring up 4th down and 24, it looks like. In a punting situation, Bradley Elton is back, standing about the 47-yard line to receive this punt. And there's a line drive kick that Elton will pick up at the 47. Try to get to the outside, slips one tackle, spins at another, and gets to the 50, but there's a flag down there about where he spun. And the Highclimbers get the ball 1st and 10 from probably about the 40 if the penalty is against them. Let's see what the flag is about. There's a block in the back on the Highclimbers, so that'll push them back at about the 40, or actually the 37. Yeah, 37-yard line, 1st and 10 there for the Climbers. So Goose will go out of the pistol. Trying to see who the back is behind him. Might be Gilman. 2 receivers on each side. Back to pass goes Mason. Going to go long, challenging. And there's Menifee just out of his hands, but he didn't draw the foul. That's a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down. That should give the Highclimbers 1st down across into Rochester territory, if it is the penalty that I think it is.
We're still waiting to hear.
The refereeing crew it's gonna be one of those games where they huddle up on everything.
Yeah.
I didn't see any indication of what the penalty could be, but it had to be pass interference on the defense. Let's see what it is. Yes, it is. So that's 15-yard penalty.
15 yards.
And that'll give the Highclimbers a 1st and 10 on the Rochester 48-yard line. Highclimbers, out of the gun will go Goose. He's got 3 receivers to the near side. Little thick handoff and a completion on the screen to Trykoff. Trykoff inside the 40 to about the 33, 34-yard line before he's dropped there. And the first officially completed pass there to Dante Trykoff. Goose will go back to the pistol, send 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That's Cordova. Menifee the widest out. Trykoff will go in motion. And Tiller's out there as well. On the option, Goose keeps it, and he's pulled down. Got back just shy of the line of scrimmage. And a loss of about a yard back to the 34, 2nd and 11. The option, we haven't seen the option this season yet, and we just did. A timeout on the field here. as Menifee and Gilman will go wide to the far side. Cordova wide to the near side, and it looks like Trykoff's in the slot just off the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield for Goose. Back to pass goes Goose. He's going to throw to Cordova. Just off his team fingertips, incomplete.
Incomplete.
Yeah, Cordova just out of his reach, but we have a flag in the backfield. That's usually a hold.
Score is still 0-0.
First possession for the Highclimbers. And the Highclimbers are walking backwards, so the personal foul on the Highclimbers. That's 15 yards.
Personal foul, 15 yards.
Yeah. That'll push the ball back into Highclimber territory at their own 46-yard line. Boy, that's a big penalty.
It is. Do you know who the penalty was on?
We don't identify players in the penalties in high school. I know they started doing that in college a few years ago, but we still do that on the high school field.
Okay.
And second down and 30 for the Highclimbers. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Out of the gun will go Goose. Back to pass, will dump it off, complete to Trykoff on the screen. Trying to find a running room in the middle of the field. Gets just across the 50.
Did he make that first down?
No. Only 4-yard pickup.
Okay.
Maybe 5. He'll spot the ball right on the midfield stripe. It's third down. And let's see, 26 it looks like. Out of the gun again goes Goose. He's got 2 receivers on each side. Empty backfield for Goose. Here comes the blitz. Mason avoids it, throws it downfield, and just off the one hand of Trykoff up near the 25, incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Looks like Mason Goose is going to stay in there and do the punting. Hey, Cheryl, let me see that sheet that you marked up. The big one from Chamberlain for Rochester, if you could.
Right, I'm trying to think.
Goose will get off the punt. Nice punt that'll hit at the about the 18 and drive back Sawyer to the 5. Thank you. Breaks a tackle and gets across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. Let's see here. Now this one says Braden Hartley is number 4.
I also have Sawyer Robbins.
Yeah, so do I. Might be Hartley. I really at a loss here. Well, the Warriors get the ball back on their own 18-yard line with 1st and 10. I think we'll just have to make the best of it, what we have.
We'll just do the best with what we have.
Looks like Carnstrom is going to go under center.
Our apologies if anybody is misidentified.
Yeah. And a handoff. I believe this is going to be number 4 again. We'll call him. We'll go with Braden Hartley, just because that's what we have on this sheet. And we'll get up to about the 24-yard line, a gain of 5. Well, 2nd and 5 from the 24. And again, Carnstrom goes under center, hands it off to Hartley. Hartley trying to find some running room around the left side. Couple of yards there to the 27. Brings up a 3rd and about 1. Oh, wait a minute. They're saying it's a 1st down. Cheryl, I don't see how that's possible.
No, I don't either.
But that's what they're going to say.
Was there a penalty?
I don't think so. They're calling it 1st and 10 from the 28. for the Warriors. Highclimbers showing blitz, handoff again to Hartley. Hartley wrapped up after a short gain by Leth. And we'll put it up at the 30.
That would be really interesting, Deidre, to know why that was a first down.
It's a mystery to everybody, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the turf monster that makes the tackle.
Right.
So we'll give him 2 on that carry. So 2nd and 8 from the 30. Are the Warriors. Under 6 minutes to go, no score. This time Cormstrom's going to keep it, and then he'll pitch it off the option. And Redwell tracked down by Gavin Ricker on the carry. Connor Morris.
Connor Morris.
Yeah, I guess we're going to go with this one.
I think we should go with your work.
We'll figure it out. It's 3rd and 2 from the 36 now for the Warriors. And an I formation for Cornstrom. Hand it off. Here's Hartley. Hartley powers his way across the first down marker to the 39. That's a first down. That one was clearly a first down.
Looked like Bradley Ellerton took him down.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 39 are the Rochester Warriors. 5 minutes to go, first quarter, no score. Cornstrom under center again out of the eye. It's like Rodriguez will get the pitch. Some running room, slips one tackle, and he's going to be wrapped up and dragging people to the 45.
That looked like it was Ashton Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez on the carry, and they're going to give him a really generous spot across the 45 to 46, and a 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3. Oops, move the camera. Looks like the Warriors are exchanging backs out of the backfield. It's got a 2nd and 3 from the 46. Under center again out of the eye. Hand off to Baird this time. Baird, a new running back, gets just shy of the 50 and pushed back. Ball comes out. They're going to say he was down. But it looks like they got another first down. The Warriors are pushing moving the chains here.
You know what, Diedrich, I've noticed that the Warriors are running
on the ground.
Instead of passing, they're running it on the ground. They haven't had any passing yardage yet, have they?
I think they were going to pass, and there was a bad snap. I don't know. They haven't passed yet. You're right. They're going to stay with the ground game. Cornstrom under center again out of the eye. Receiver on each side. Turn around, hand it off. It is like Baird again going sideways. Got a yard. Highclimbers right there. First guy is going to be Olashea. Phoenix Olashea held that down to a 1-yard gain right at midfield. 2nd and 9 comes. Baird's going to go out. And I don't see who the back is. So they're keeping their backs fresh, are the Warriors. A couple of carries for each guy, and a new guy is back in there. And it looks like this is going to be Hartley again.
This is number 4.
Again out of the eye with 2 receivers on the near side. Little pitch to Hartley. Hartley looking for some running room. Bounces it outside to the 45, up to the 40. Ridden out of bounds by Ellerton inside the 40 at the 39. Stops the clock with 2:52 to go in the first quarter. Still no score. That'll be a first down. Actually, they're going to spot the ball at the 40. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Rodriguez comes wide to the near side. Again out of the eye is Cornstrom. Under center, hand it off.
Hand it off.
Up the middle, and this is Hartley again pushing the pile, or the Warriors fighting for the 30-yard line. They're still on their feet, and they're going to finally say that the forward progress is down. The Highclimbers say they came up with the ball,
Let's see
but
what the refs say.
I think it's going to be down. The forward progress was already stopped before the ball came out. And it'll be just shy of the first down by about a half a yard, maybe. And a timeout has been called by the Highclimbers. Well, every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with the Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, a Target Zero manager for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, and a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby, but for driving. The column primarily is driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. The Wise Drive appears in numerous newspapers in Washington State and is posted at MasonWebTV.com every Friday. And this week's column is about why trains blow their whistles at crossings, and why is it a certain way. It's interesting.
Good question. I will be interested to hear that.
So you can find that on MasonWebTV.com. Just a couple of stories below this game story.
All right.
Okay. So 2nd and 1.
So do you know why trains blow their horns at traffic crossings?
It's something to do with the Queen.
With the Queen?
Yeah, I think so. Inside handoff this time, and it is Connor Morris on the carry, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's dropped down there by a host of Highclimbers. And so it's 3rd and 1.
Score still 0-0.
As we hit the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, clock is running. Rodriguez goes wide to the far side. Alicia wide to the near side, again out of the eye. Turn around, hand it off to Hartley. Hartley bounces outside, gets the first down, and get maybe 1 yard more at the 39.
First down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 29, or actually 28. Nope, 29. I was right the first time. So a 2-yard pickup.
Good job.
And a first down. I think that's how the for that one first down that was questionable was done. Is the referee placing the ball down at the hash mark was a yard off.
Yep.
And that might be how they got the first down.
I can see that.
Again, out of the eye goes Quarnstrom. Brown, he'll pitch it to Hartley. Hartley cuts it up the middle.
Right up the middle.
And he'll fight for the 20, and he's still getting pushed. And they'll stop forward progress after the first down inside the 20 at the 17. Boy, the Warriors like to push the pile.
They do. They like to push the pile, and they like to play their ground game.
Yeah, so far it's been all on the ground for the Warriors. 1-12 and counting. And now the Warriors are in the red zone, looking to put the first score of the game. Quarnstrom under center and again out of the eye. Receiver on each side. Turn around and hand it off. Is it Hartley again? I can't tell you who the number is. It is Hartley again, and he got a couple of yards to the 16. Elton credited with a tackle. Brings up 2nd and 8 from the 16. Clock is winding down here in the first quarter. No score. 30 seconds remaining.
And it looks like, Diedrich, there are 3 captains for the Shelton Highclimbers tonight.
Again out of the eye. Back there. Oh, I thought he was going to pass. He pitched it this time to Hartley. Hartley trying to find some running room. Highclimbers saying, nope, not this time. And he goes down with a loss of 1 on the play. It's that river of red.
First captain is number 43, Brad Tiller. Number 45, Mario Boxley is a captain. And number 50, Ian Wilsbach is also a captain for Shelton Highclimbers.
Really glad there wasn't anything important in that bag, guys. Thank you. And the quarter does run out. We'll take a timeout. Got to pick up my bag. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV powered by HCC after 1 and no score.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
All right, we're waiting for the start of the second quarter. No score. Rochester will have a 3rd and 8. Ball all the way up at the Highclimbers 16 when we resume play here. There's a lot of people here, folks. This is a full capacity crowd.
There is a lot of people here, yeah.
And we're getting a little crowded in our broadcast position, which is
getting very crowded, yeah.
Interesting. When bags get pushed down accidentally. As long as it's an empty bag, I'm all right with it, as long as it's not a camera.
Camera would be bad.
That did happen at one of my very first broadcasts as Mason Web TV here.
Did it break?
No, it did not. Nobody got hurt.
Good.
It was kind of interesting. A lady tried to step over a guy. She lost her balance, fell into somebody else who fell into a tripod, and the camera went down.
Chain reaction.
Yeah, it was very interesting. But luckily, no damage, nobody hurt. Everybody walked away.
I bet cameras are made for that.
Not really.
No.
Oh, here's a pass by Kornstrom as he throws, and it's complete. And a nice hit there by, who do it's Maboob. Moab. That's right, it's Moab. Moab is his name. And he got the first down at the 5 on the first pass from Kornstrom. So 1st and goal from actually the 6-yard line for the Warriors. Looking to score here early in the second quarter. Again out of the eye. Baird is at the top of the eye. He'll get the handoff. Had a blocker in front of him. Ellerton grabs a hold of his waist and brings him down after a couple of yards. Call 3. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 3.
From the 3.
Baird will head out, and I believe it's Hartley back in there. Yep, it is. Rodriguez goes wide to the far side. Calicia wide to the near side. Pitch to Hartley. Hartley up the middle. Touchdown, Rochester.
Rochester.
Yeah, that's their first score of the night. 11 minutes in the second.
Only a minute into the second quarter. Score 6-0 Rochester.
Point after coming. We get this right here. Carson Rotter, the holder. And the kicker, I can't quite see the number. Kick is up.
Number 8.
Number 8, okay, kick is
Chris
good.
Rodriguez.
Make it 7-0. 11 minutes to go in the first half. We'll be right back. Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com. Okay. There we go. We get the right screen up, sort of. I got to fix that now. So Rochester Warriors get on the board first, 7-0. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Chris Rodriguez has it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. It's like Ellerton and Fuller are back about their 10-yard line, waiting for this kickoff. Rodriguez waiting for the signal to get this thing kicked off. 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 Rochester.
So who is he waiting for a signal from, Diedrich?
The referee, one of the referees.
Okay, referee's
the head guy in the backfield. I'm not really sure what the delay is. So we got a full refereeing crew tonight, so I'm not really sure why we're taking all this time. Here's the run up and the kick, high and short. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, it's going to, nope, they're going to stop play here. No play at all. What is going on now?
I don't know.
Is it? Is there a flag?
No, I didn't see one, and you know, none of the players moved.
Oh, this is crazy. I thought we've already got through our flag-ridden, delayed conference game of the season.
Our practice things, yeah.
So we're going to do it all over again.
Now, can you imagine that drummer for the band? He probably has to. That's pretty crazy. He's getting a lot of practice.
Well, I have a nephew who he's a drummer and he had a band.
Oh yeah?
I never did get to see him play, but my sister said that after every performance they did, he's soaked in sweat and just exhausted.
I'll bet.
There's a kick that's deep this time. Actually, it's Gilman. Gilman at the 5 on the return. Get around to 15, 20, 25, 30. Gilman got some blockers. Up to 40. 45, 50, runs over a guy and ran out of bounds. Chris Rodriguez, the kicker, knocked him out of bounds in a big return of 46 yards. Yeah, they'll put it. The return has put it into Rochester territory at the 49.
Right.
And I don't see any laundry out there, so it's a 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at the Rochester 49. I could be wrong about no, I guess not.
No, I think they're still.
Yep, we're good to roll here. 10:49 to go in the half. 7-0 Rochester with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Goose out of the gun. 2 receivers the far side, nobody the near side. There's the shift around as Elton and Skylar Smith hand off to Gilman, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. So the tight end and the fullback shifted around on that last formation. Still 2nd down and 10 from the 49. Goes again out of the gun. Gilman, the back behind him, and a step to his left. 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to hand it off to Gilman. Nice hole. Connor Gilman right near the 40 where he's dropped. Looks like Kyler Robbins with the tackle there. It's 3rd down and 2 from the 41. Under 10 minutes now in the half. 7-0 Rochester. Shelton with the ball. This is going to be that hammer package that we talked about. Hand off to Ellington, actually a direct snap to Ellington. He's got blockers, got a lead guy inside the 30, inside the 25. Boy, that's the first time that it's worked almost flawlessly. The Highclimbers went to that, what we called the hammer package last season with a full house backfield. Against WF West, it wasn't as successful as that play. And that's a 1st and 10 inside the 25. The 24. It's like Goose and Gilman back out there in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, Menifee and Trikoff. They shift on as Smith and Tiller move to the opposite side. Turn around, hand it off, and good penetration by the Warriors. And Gilman turns what could have been a loss into a gain of a yard. There's a lot of penetration on that by the Warriors. They got the offensive line pushed past Gilman, and he managed to squeak out a yard. It's a 2nd and, well,
call it 8.5, really. From the 22. Out of the gun goes Goose. Little play action, a throw, and it's at the feet of Menifee. Goose a little rushed on that. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Diedrich, if the ball lands between 2 of the yardages, how is it measured? Does it go to the smaller one or does it go to the larger one? Like, let's say it's right between.
Good question. I'd say the nearest, but if it's right between, I think it's the one that gives more yards. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Out of the gun will go Goose. Back to pass this time. Pumps, throws for the end zone. Menifee there. Yes, touchdown. Highclimbers within a point now.
Fantastic. That was absolutely perfect.
.8:32 to go in the second quarter. And we have a kicker on there who we don't know who is. I'll have to check that on the other sheet.
Yeah, I can't.
And the kick is good. So we have a tie ball game at 7 with 8:32 remaining in the first half. We'll be right back.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Well, it's time for the kicking team to kick it back to the Rochester Warriors. And you know what, Cheryl? Number 41 is not on either sheet that I have. So I'm not sure who that is.
I am not sure either, Diedrich.
It's not on the fancy sheet that we got from the school. It's not on anything I printed out. Here's a run up in the kick. Taking on the run at the 18. And I can't tell who that return is, but a good return up to the 35.
That's Rodriguez there.
Oh, it's Rodriguez.
Kickoff for the Warriors. Skylar Smith on the tackle for the Highclimbers.
And the Warriors will start out on their own 35 with the 1st and 10.
They'll be starting on their own 35-yard line.
A 17-yard return. So a tie ball game at 7. Rochester Warriors with the ball. 8:26 to go in the first half. Highclimber defense a little late getting out there. Looks like Rochester's ready to go. Kornstrom looks like he'll go out of the eye again. Turn around, hand it off to Hartley. Hartley trying to pick his way for some running room around the right side. Managed to get looks like 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7. Up at the 2nd and 6, actually. They spot the ball at the 44. So 2nd and 6. Clock is running, under 8 minutes remaining. Tie ball game 7-7. Alicia goes wide to the far side, trips to the near side, out of the gun with Kornstrom. Hand it off, and this is number 18 on the carry. Maybe it's a 19. 18. I don't even have an 18 on
I don't either,
in either sheet. Wow.
Looks like there's a penalty flag on the far
And there was
side.
a penalty flag on the play as well. Looks like, well, I don't even know who. I guess it's going to go on Rochester as a referee's coming back to talk to Coach Smith. And it looks like they're going to mark it off from the 40. See what the indication of the penalty is. Oh, it's a false start. So they'll mark the ball back.
Diedrich, did you see the Journal this week?
No.
About this, the thing that they had an article on the sports page about how there's not very many officials because they're so used to having people screaming at them. And it actually is very disheartening.
Yeah, there's been a referee umpire shortage for several years, and it really came to a head with the pandemic. After the penalty, it's second down and 11, but we have a whistle. And to finish my thought, they like to have a certain number of guys on a football game. Sometimes they just can't get that many people, so they have to go with less officials. And in some cases, in basketball games, they like to have 3, but they need 2 at a minimum.
2 at a minimum.
Yeah. Here's a pitch. That's to Rodriguez. Ashton Rodriguez trying to fight for the 40. That's where he's going to be dropped. And a 6-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. And the clock continues to run with 6:40 to go in the half. 7-7 is the score. It's like Hartley coming back out as running back.
Well, it was like this. It was a newspaper article, and I thought I had it right back here, and I guess I don't have it.
Out of the gun will go Kornstrom, and we have a timeout on the field by the Warriors. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, helps you know what local government is doing with live video streams of meetings for the Mason County Commission, the Shelton City Council, the Shelton School Board, and the North Mason School Board. You can also watch past meetings of these entities, as well as Port of Allen Commission. Mason Web TV also covers the Port of Shelton Commission, the League of Women Voters of Mason County, and select informational meetings from the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce and the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, as well as the North Mason Community Voice. If you want to see what's going on, check out MasonWebTV.com daily. And big news out of Fire District 12.
Yeah,
fraud.
I've heard that.
Nepotism, everybody knew it.
Wow.
Yeah, big trouble there. And it's not often you get the state auditor to attend a commission meeting.
When Pat McCarthy comes, you know it's a big deal.
I was looking at that and going, is that really her? Is she really on a Zoom meeting for a fire district in Mason County?
Yep.
And she was. 3rd and 5 in the option. Here's Hartley. Hartley trying to find some running room. Slips a tackle by Elton. Elton will wrap him up with a little bit of help from his friends. And loses 4 yards on that. It'll be 4th and 9. Ball back at the 36. Here comes the punt team.
So, Diedrich, I'm going back to this article in the Journal this week, and they're positing that it's become normalized. This bad behavior at games is becoming normalized.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just want everyone to remember that.
Oh, another bad snap. And drop down there inside the 10. Mario Boxley with the tackle way back at the 10-yard line, and the Highclimbers have excellent field position with 5:31 to go in the half. They're going to spot him forward progress at the 11. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Shelton on the Rochester 11 with the ball game tied at 7.
You know, when behavior is bad, there are nobody wants to be an official.
Well, nobody wants to be a lot of things when behavior is bad.
That's true.
It's not. There's no reward in it.
There is not.
Direct snap, and it looks like Goose will try to. Is it Goose? Goose lost the ball. Somebody, there was a ball carrier. Rochester says they have it.
Turnover.
Is it a turnover? Yes. Well, no. Yes, it was a turnover. Fumble lost. That's our first turnover of the ball game, and Rochester gets the ball right back with the 1st and 10 on their 12-yard line. I didn't see who the ball carrier was. I thought it was Goose. It might have been Gilman. Either way, it was a fumble lost. I guess it was Gilman on the carry, and Rochester's got the ball back on their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10, 5:22 to go. First half, 7-7 ball game. Cornstrom, quick little handoff to Hartley. Hartley nowhere to go. Left one of the guys in there, a loss on the play.
Looks like they called a holding penalty, Deidre.
I don't see a flag. No flag, just a loss on the play back to the 10. So it brings up 2nd down and 12. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the half. Two receivers go wide to the far side. Rodriguez, the widest of the two. Under center, turn around, is Cornstrom gonna throw. It's complete to Mobe, and he is dropped after maybe 3 yards.
So that's close to a lateral pass, correct?
No, that was forward.
Forward, it was a forward
lateral
pass.
is either lateral, perpendicular sideways or backwards.
Or backwards, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Still a forward pass. It's 3rd down, and it looks like 8 from the 14 are the Warriors. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the half. Hornstrom will go out of the gun with 2 receivers on each side. Back to pass. Steps up. He's going to throw long. Got a guy there, and it's incomplete, and a flag's going to come out. Little push in the back. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down for Rochester.
15 yards for roughing.
It's a pass interference.
Pass interference.
Defender a little early on the tackle. And they're discussing this at the 35-yard line. I'm not really sure what they could discuss. It either is or it isn't. And let's see what the guy in the white hat's going to say here. Yeah, pass interference on Shelton, 15 yards and a 1st down.
15 yards, 1st down.
We'll put the ball up to the 29. First and 10 there for Rochester. Clock is stopped at 3:54 in the half. 7-7 is the score. Full house backfield for Cornstrom. 1 receiver on the near side. Everybody went on the offense. That's going to be a false start.
On the play. False start?
Yep. Everybody went, and Whitley Cordova was to the backfield that quick. Nobody blocked him.
All right.
So that brings up 1st and 15, ball back at the 24. Clock is stopped, well, it should still be at 3:54, but it's 3:52. Looks like Cornstrom's going to go under center out of the eye. Pitch it, and this is Hartley. Hartley trying to get outside, turns it up the sidelines, he's run out of bounds about the 35. 37, it looks like. That's what, a 13-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Gain of 14 yards there. That'll bring up 2nd down and a long yard to go for the Warriors.
Long 1 or a short 2, however you want to look at it. Clock is stopped at 3:44 to go. Cornstrom under center. Turn around, hand it off to the I-back. Leth right there stood up the runner. I believe it was Hartley again. He did manage to get the first down at the 40, however. So the sticks keep moving for the Warriors. Kind of what they've done all game is just keep the sticks moving methodically.
Okay, so Diedrich, you're going to have to explain what you mean by sticks keep
The
moving.
yard markers. They're sticks.
Those are the sticks.
Those are the sticks.
Okay.
Little pitch to Hartley. Hartley trying to cut it up the seam. He spins to the 45. Highclimbers are not really wrapping up really great there. A 5-yard pickup at the 45. Either that or Hartley's just a slippery guy. Hartley will get a rest. Baird will come in. Okay, clock is running under 3 minutes to go. Score still tied at 7-7. Rochester with the ball with a 2nd and 5 from their own 45. Cornstrom out of the gun. He has 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side, and a back beside him, and it's Baird. Going to go off the option out of the gun and got back to the line of scrimmage. Dragged down from behind by Blaze Andrews, I believe. Yes, 99. And we've got a downed Highclimber. It looks like it's Gavin and Nelson Ricker. Grabbing his knee there.
I could actually hear it from back here.
Could you?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, no. So training staff is coming out to attend to Gavin. And we have
number 15?
Yeah, it's number 15. They got him up. Gonna hobble off. That's good news. Hopefully it's nothing more than a tweaked knee or maybe even a leg cramp. Rochester will have a 3rd and 5 from their own 45. 2:29 to go in the half. Tie ball game at 7. Moab goes wide to the far side with Celicia. Ashton Rodriguez wide to the near side. Hartley will join him. Out of the gun goes Cornstrom. Dump it off to Celicia, and he'll fight his way to the just short of the first down at the 49.5. There's some big collisions out there. Blaze Andrews is one of them. That's love running into a brick wall if you're a runner.
Yeah.
Brings up 4th and 1 and just shy of midfield. Looks like the Warriors are going to go for it. So we hit the 2-minute mark in the half. 7-7 ball game. Rochester with the ball. 4th and 1. Out of the eye. Cornstrom will sneak it for the first down, and he'll actually sneak out 5 yards, maybe even 6. Warriors are just grinding this out, Cheryl. They're just making Shelton stop them.
That's right.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Highclimber 45, minute 40 to go.
You know what I think is interesting, Diedrich, is before Rochester was playing the ground game, and now they're passing.
Well, mixing it up a little bit more, keep the defense a little more honest so they defend the run as well as the pass. Back to pass goes Cornstrom. Sets his feet, goes for the Hartley. Hartley in a hand fight with Heising on the far side. Heising won that one, incomplete, it falls. Good defense by Cameron Heising. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 45. Clock is stopped at 1:15 to go in the half. Again, we're all knotted up at 7. Rochester with the ball in Highclimber territory. Two receivers to the near side. One to the far side, that's Hartley. Out of the gun goes Cornstrom. Back to pass. Gets flushed out, drive. Oh, he little flipped it. He flipped it to Hartley. Hartley He's going to get nearly the first down. Came up about a yard short. Wow, what a heads-up move.
That was great. Good play.
By Quarnstrom to flip it there. I wouldn't call that a pitch. That was a forward pass. And that's 3rd and 1. Clock is running. We're approaching 45 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 1 from the Highclimber 36. Quarnstrom with the sneak. He get the first down. Fights to about the 32. Needed 1 and he got 5. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 32. Clock stops as they set the sticks and starts right back up. 35 seconds. Warriors taking their time. Clock is running. Quarnstrom out of the gun. 2 receivers far side. Hartley the wide out to the near side. Back to pass he goes. Gonna go for the end zone. Hartley's there, diving for it. Did they catch it? Nope, they said he trapped it on the turf. Incomplete. Good coverage over there. Olashea in there. I think Ellerton as well. No, maybe it's just Olashea. Well, that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 32. Clock is stopped with 16 seconds. We're in a tie ball game. Warriors huddle up and break that huddle, head to the line of scrimmage. Again at the 32. Quarnstrom will go out of the gun. He's got triple receivers to the far side, all bunched up, 1 to the near side. Back to pass he goes again. Looking for the end zone. He'll actually dump it off complete. And up the sidelines. Dropped inside the 10 by number 17. That's Reese
Kalika.
Yeah, Kalika. I guess that's how I say it. I'll go with that. I like that better.
You may not be right, but
sounds good.
Let us know and we'll correct that.
9 seconds remain in the half and a timeout on the field by the Warriors. If you are enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle @MasonWebTV. Also consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel. Hit that bell to be notified the next time we go live. And we are now on the Twitch video streaming service. I've actually, the last time I checked, I had 3 followers on Twitch.
You're gonna have 4 tonight.
Maybe so, if you like the Twitch format. We're on that as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Yeah, we do it all. But we're not yet on the NFHS network. Still working on that.
Still working on that.
9 seconds remain in the half. Rochester Warriors looking to break the tie with a 1st and goal from the 9. Coming out of the timeout. There we go again. Quarnstrom will go out of the gun. He's got 2 receivers on each side. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to the near side, goes for the end zone. Olashea almost had a pick there, but he dropped it incomplete. And it'll bring up, well, it'll stop the clock with 3 seconds and a 2nd and a goal from the 9. But we do have a flag right in the middle of the field, Cheryl.
Really?
Yeah, the referee standing over it.
Yes.
Almost looked like he has a yellow shoe on. And that spot is that, I could speculate that's a hold, but we will see.
I didn't see what was happening.
It is a hold on the Warriors, and you have the option of taking the penalty and marching back 10, or taking the play. I think you march him back with 3 seconds remaining.
You have the option of taking the play or doing
the penalty. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
You have, except for false starts. Looks like the Warriors are going to attempt it. Is that a field goal attempt there?
I think they're going to do it, yeah.
They're going to attempt a 36-yard field goal. Ball will be spotted at the 26. Let's see if they can get that one. It'll be interesting. Well, it'll be actually closer to 27. So it's 37-yard field goal attempt. High snap, put it down. Oh, it's bobbled, and that's going to just go dead, incomplete. But actually, they're going to try to run it back, but that'll be the half. So the teams head to the locker room, all knotted up at 7. at the break. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC. High school sports are back and Mason Web TV is again broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action. From kickoff to final whistle, from tip-off to final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch what happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Email, call, or text right now to find out how.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Let 211 be your guiding light for help with food, healthcare, and other resources.
211, how can I help you?
Call 211 or visit 211.org. 211, get connected, get help.
School dance team.
Well, we have a rarity.
What's up?
As we get to see the dance team this time, as we don't have the Jerry Apple stats. So we'll just enjoy this performance from the dance team. Yeah, I think people are right, Cheryl. We need to do the dance team more often.
That's right.
I mean,
I think so too. They were fantastic.
They're fantastic. And now we're going to have the junior cheer squad. I mean, look at all these young ladies down here getting ready to take the field. Or are they going to take, they're going to do it from right here? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, let's just pan down here and see if we can find out what's going to happen here. The junior cheer is, it brings out the people. That's why it's really, we're feeling very crowded. It's because every parent of every little girl,
of every kid that's on this thing is here tonight. Yep.
So AB has never done that, right?
No, she does not. She is involved in a group called Cyber Patriots.
Oh, okay.
And it's sponsored by the Air Force, and they take machines and computers and do neat stuff with it. That's all I'm going to say because
Okay.
I'm probably not going to say it right.
Right. Well, this is, boy, I don't even think I can get every single one of them in shot. There's so many of them out there.
There are a lot. The mini cheer camp cheerleaders.
Junior cheerleaders. Sometimes it's like herding cats, isn't it?
Yep. But
all right.
Look how awesome they are.
Yeah. You're all right. I'll try to keep you out of shot. How's that?
You've seen better is what you're trying to say, right?
I'm not talking. I'm talking about this gentleman who sees. I'm not in your way, am I? No. Just try to keep you out of the shot. Yeah. See, look at all that. Oh, there's quite a few young kids. They're not all girls, are they?
I see one.
From this distance, it might be hard to tell at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Well, as they're going to do their thing, well, I think we'll keep it right here for a moment. And with that, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back, talk a little bit more about this game. 7-7 tie at halftime between Rochester and Shelton.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal Fiber Internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, we're back here at halftime. Shelton 7, Rochester 7. Halftime. This is actually kind of surprising to me, Cheryl. Cheryl's off mic at the moment. Based on what happened to Rochester last week and being surprised, in my opinion, being surprised by Black Hills in that loss. And I kind of expected Shelton to have a little faster paced game. Obviously, Rochester has a different game plan, and they're controlling the pace of this game and running the clock down and grinding out. I will say grinding out first downs, one way or another. Let's just take and see what's coming up next week. Shelton has a non-conference game here on Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium against Montecito. Rochester returns home and faces Centralia. We will have the Shelton-Montecito game right here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. And you can find the Rochester-Centralia game on the NFHS network. Well, the cheerleaders, junior cheerleaders, still out there performing. Band is on the track as well. And we will take another timeout. We'll be back. We'll get into the third quarter in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
All right, we're back here at halftime. Was told that the kicker, number 41, is Jan from Germany. That's the name that we have. That's what I'm told.
Okay.
Somebody taps me on the shoulder and tells me that in my ear. That's always good to have somebody let us know who Jan is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to have to look at the roster closer next time. I did not see a 41 jump in there, but we have Jan from Germany.
Jan from Germany. Okay, he must be an exchange student.
Yeah, it must be. But all we have is Jan. So
Jan.
Sure, it's probably with a J, but, you know, I don't know.
Wouldn't that be crazy if his parents were watching Mason Web TV from Germany?
It's happened.
Really?
Well, maybe not Mason Web TV. I remember years ago when I was working at the radio station, an Australian team came from to play basketball, and Joel Meyer was calling the game, and they found out that it was going to be online, at least audio at that point, and every member of the team is on their phone texting their parents, say, check this out, we're going to be on the radio, you can listen.
Awesome.
And yeah, it is pretty awesome. And yeah, we've had some, well, last year there was an Australian exchange student who played football and baseball, and I know his mother was watching from Australia.
Wow, that's so sweet.
She let me know.
Get up in the middle of the night to do that.
Yeah. I even had her. She was so excited about one of the games that she was logging in days early.
Oh yeah, just to make sure.
No, she said, I'm on it and I can't find it. Why is there's nothing going on? It's like, well, it's not until tomorrow.
Oh,
but you know, it's another day, and in her world, it was, yeah. I think it was a baseball game and an afternoon game, and it was like on a Thursday, and on Thursday for her, it was Thursday, but it's Friday for her.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
or
something like that. It's tomorrow for them, and yeah, she's like, oh yeah, that's right. But it's interesting. I mean, yeah, my graphics on my YouTube players say the date and the time. It does not say Eastern or sorry, Western Coast.
It doesn't Pacific or
yeah, it doesn't say any of that stuff. It just has our, because that's.
Why? Where would you ever? Yeah. Why would you need that? I gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand it.
And another thing to throw out there. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I did an interview with somebody who was in Atlanta by Zoom.
Okay.
And they were talking about time, setting up the time, and they mentioned that they were on the East Coast. And it's like, okay, so when I set up this Zoom, I put in there, this is Pacific Daylight Time, just so that they knew.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours difference. They're not logging in.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't use the function in the scheduler in Zoom to actually go for time zone.
Okay.
But I could have done it that way. But I just made sure it said this is West Coast time.
Right.
Because it was 11 o'clock their time, 8 o'clock our time. They're 11 o'clock. That's a good time.
I've run into that a lot with time zones in Zoom. Yeah.
Well, I can still tell another radio story.
Okay.
In Anacortes, new manager took over all scheduling for sports. This was the Pro Bowl. He said, we're going to the 12:45. We're going to start our broadcast. Okay, fine. And he asked me to come in because it was automated. I just needed to turn the game off. Mm-hmm. And I got there, and we were doing, I think it was ESPN talk radio, sports talk radio, and they're talking about the Pro Bowl. And I'm going, well, it's not for another 3 hours or whatever. And by the time we joined it, it was the fourth quarter.
Oh my gosh! Because
the manager got the time wrong.
Oh.
He didn't think it was he was going with the Eastern time.
Yeah.
Here on the West Coast. It was very interesting. He blamed me, of course.
Of course, it's all your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're just a couple minutes.
I kind of doubt that.
Yeah, he did blame me. He had some issues with me.
No, I can doubt that it was your fault.
I thought about it. It's like, that doesn't sound right. Why would we do a game at this particular time on our time when all other games are?
I mean, you thought that was weird to begin with, so.
Well, he was in charge. I let him do it.
You give somebody a clipboard, and
he messes it up. Okay.
They think they run the world.
Well, they do. Some people think they do. Okay, we're gonna. I think we'll take a little quick timeout. I gotta do this real quick, and we'll be back with the third quarter in a moment.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, United Community, empowering people, exceptional health.
Okay, in my haste to play the proper thing, I played the wrong thing. But that's okay. And Cheryl's going to have to take off on us.
I am.
Very shortly.
I have to leave in about 11 minutes.
Okay. Well, the Highclimbers will get the ball to start the third quarter as I don't know if they won the toss, but Rochester got the first possession. So Shelton is getting the ball here at a 7-7 ball game as we start the third quarter. Ellerton and Fuller will go back deep. And number 8 is Chris Rodriguez. Will tee it up for Rochester to kick it back to the Highclimbers to get the third quarter underway in a tie ball game at 7-7. Okay. Have to grab the right thing to play here at our next available opportunity. Third quarter about ready to start. Here's the run up and a kick high. End over end kick. It'll be picked up by Fuller at the 10. He'll get to the 20, cut it up at the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, still on his feet. Stiff arms a guy going to the midfield. Sorry about that. I was so excited I was getting ahead of things. And another beautiful run back on the kickoff for the Highclimbers. That was about a 40-yard return. Highclimbers have the ball at the Rochester 49.
Who ran that, Diedrich? Was it 50?
I think it was Fuller. 23, I believe.
Jaden Fuller.
Yep. Highclimbers have the ball on the Rochester 49 to start their third quarter possession. Out of the gun will go Goose. Hand it off, and this is Gilman. Gilman, nice little move there to end up with a couple of yards and a 2-yard pickup to the 47. On that first run. 7-7 ball game. Just underway here with the first possession for the Highclimbers in the third quarter. Two receivers far side, Menifee and Trykoff. Goes out of the pistol with Gilman behind him. Hand it off to Gilman. He'll cut it again, and he's dropped. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's third down. It looks like third and actually 9. Highclimbers need to get up to 39 for the first down. Taking their time as they are under 11 minutes now in the third quarter. Again, out of the pistol goes Goose. Two receivers far side, Trykoff and Menifee. Menifee's the wide out. Gilman will go out of the formation. Back to pass. He'll throw it in the middle to Trykoff. Trykoff fighting for the first down marker inside the 40. He's very close.
Dante Trykoff with that.
Thought it was going to be a little dump off screen to Gilman, but Trykoff was open in the middle of the field. Refereeing crew looking at the sticks to see, and the guy in the white hat gets to make the decision. I think that's a first down.
You know what? Everybody was looking.
First down.
Everybody was looking at Gilman. And
well, the way he came out of the backfield, that
snuck right in there.
Yeah. Well,
looks like there's another penalty.
No, this is a delay here. They're discussing whether it's a first down or a fourth down. The referee said it's first down. The sticks have not moved. Are we going to get a measurement here? Looks like we're going to get a measurement.
Yep.
This is our first measurement of the season.
Your first measurement of the season.
Yeah. It means first time they brought the sticks out to measure the, see if they got the first down or not.
Wow. Talk about precise.
Oh, they're not going to measure. They're going to say it's first down.
Okay, first down.
After a lot of discussion, it is a 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the 39 of Rochester. 10:35 to go, third quarter. It's the opening possession for the Highclimbers here in the third quarter. Ball game's tied at 7. Out of the pistol will go Goose. Got Gilman behind him and a yard to his right. Trykoff and Menifee wide to the far side. Tiller and Smith shift. Hand off to Gilman. Gilman wrapped up by Mobe in the backfield, and a loss of a couple on that. Mobe just blew in there.
Yeah,
Max Mobe. Now a loss of 2 and brings up 2nd and 12 from the 41. Menifee and Trykoff come to this side now. Tiller and Smith are on the far side into the line, out of the pistol. Trykoff goes in motion. Goose gets everybody set with the receiver on each side now. Turn around, fake the handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it, and he's going to wrap the run. Chased by a Mobe. Runs to the outside and ran out of bounds. Got a couple of yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 9, it looks like. It's pushed out of bounds, but the clock is running. Guess it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 38. Clock continues to run, 9:10 to go. Tie ball game, 7-7. Shelton with the ball. Highclimbers taking a lot of time getting that play in. 3 receivers to the near side. Menifee, Trykoff, and Tiller. One to the far side looks like Cordova. On the option. And here is Goose running it up to the 32. And pick up, what, 6 yards?
6 yards, yep.
Brings up 4th and 3.
She said 7.
Okay. She's got a better angle. She's higher up and straighter down. Yeah. We just don't go up there.
Farther out, too.
Because it's glass. Can't shoot through the dirty glass. Full house backfield. And here's that hammer package. Ellington fighting for the first down. He's going to push the pile. Still on his feet inside the 15.
Way to go.
Bradley Ellington needed 1 and got 15.
Fantastic.
So Cheryl's going to abandon me here shortly. Just giving it a bad time, Cheryl. It's all right. You did a good job. Had a lot going on. Still with that full house backfield. 1st and 10 now from the 14. Here's Ellington on the sweep around the outside. Cuts it up the numbers, and he's dropped inside the 10. Nice open field tackle there by Mason Armstrong. They'll spot the ball at, it looks like the 8. Brings up 2nd and 4. Clock is running, approaching 7.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. It's like Goose is back out there, go out of the gun. Send receivers 2 to the wide side, the far side, nobody the near side. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 4. The shift is on as Tiller and Smith go to the opposite side. Now we're going to get a penalty. Yep. I don't think everybody was set on that snap. Well, they're going to pointing towards the defense. Could have been offsides, and the Highclimbers say it is. Got to wait for the guy in the striped shirt and the white hat. Tell us what's going on. It's going to be an offsides on the Warriors. That'll be half the distance. Yeah, it should be really close to first down.
Yep.
They'll put the ball down at, what, the 4? Don't think it's quite enough to get the first down.
No.
Nope, it is. It is actually enough to get the first down. Well, so it's 1st and goal from the 4 for the Highclimbers. Goes out of the gun. Hand it off to, nope, he's going to fake the handoff and he'll dump it off with a pass to Dante Trykoff, and there's a touchdown.
Fantastic.
Everybody in the building, including myself, expected that handoff to go.
Talk about strategic, huh, Dudrick? That was amazing.
So Dante Trykoff with a 4-yard TD pass reception. And Cheryl's got to take off. And Jon from Germany is on to kick the point after. All right, see, just making notes here. Spot is down, kick is up, and it is good. Make it 14-7. Shelton takes the lead with 6:58 to go in the 3rd. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything, everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
All right, sorry about that, folks. We're back, and I turned that microphone off. So the Highclimbers have taken the lead and lead 14-7 over the Rochester Warriors. And Jan from Germany is getting set to kick this thing back to the Warriors. Make some adjustments here. All of a sudden I can't hear myself. There we go. All right. So it's got it teed up at the 40. Here's a run up and the kick. High. End over end kick taken at the 15. Oops, sorry. And this is number 17, and that's Kalika. Returns it about 15 yards to 30. And it looks like Wheatley Cordova is being credited with that tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 31-yard line. It's a 14-7 ball game. Shelton with the lead. Rochester with the ball. Out of the eye will go Quarnstrom. Looks like Hartley is at the tail of the eye. They'll get the handoff. Hartley slips one tackle, gets another tackle, and a pack of Highclimbers have to pull him down about the 38-yard line. And it looks like Olashea and who was that? Andrew Ellerton with the tackle on that. He's 2nd and 2 from the 39 is where they're going to spot it. Clock is running, 6:25 to go, 3rd quarter. Highclimbers with a 1-touchdown lead. Quarnstrom will go under center and go out of the eye. Receiver on each side. Hartley in there at the back of the eye. Handoff to the up back. And this is number 31. That's Connor Morris fighting for pretty close to first down at the 41. Possibly got the first down. Nope, they're going to call it 3rd and less than a yard, I think. Now they're going to stop the clock. And they're going to give him a first down. So it's 1st and 10 from the 41 for Rochester. 6:05 to go, and the clock will start up again. Out of the eye again. And, a little jump there and a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 36.
That's a false start on the Warriors. 1st down and 15 yards to go.
So the clock is running under 6 minutes at 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. 14-7 our score. Shelton with the lead. Rochester with the ball. Quarnstrom out of the eye. A little pitch to Hartley. Hartley cuts it up the middle, and it'll drag Ellerton down to the right. It's Bradley Ellerton with the tackle there. And he got the 5-yard penalty yards back. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 41, excuse me. Clock continues to run, approaching, 5:15 in the 3rd. 2 receivers on the far side this time. I formation for Quarnstrom. Little play action, and he'll dump it off complete to Moab. Moab will be run out of bounds by Fuller after what looks like a 3, maybe 4-yard pickup, depends on the spot. To the 44th, so give him 3. It's 3rd and 6. Or 3rd and 7, excuse me. Do the math. Got to get to the 49 of the Highclimbers. Clock continues to run in a 14-7 game. Warriors break the huddle. Rodriguez comes wide to the near side. Moab wide to the far side in the slot on the near side, and is Kalika. And we're going to have a timeout on the field by Rochester. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is experiencing some growing pains with too many things to cover and not enough people. So we are looking for help. If you have an interest in broadcasting, announcing, video streaming, video editing, sports, news, politics, reporting, or marketing, we would like to hear from you. Send an email to masonwebtv@gmail.com. You can also text or call 360-229-2234. No experience necessary, just reach out. We would love to talk with you. Case in point, there's a groundbreaking Monday at 11 at the Shelton Civic Center for the Civic Center parking lot improvements. I don't have anybody to cover that because I will be in a county commission briefing that could get over about the same time as that briefing at 11. Although I have that one covered is Cheryl's daughter, Abby, will be covering that for us. Out of the gun will go Kornstrom. Back to pass he goes. He's got 4 receivers. He stumbles a little bit. He's flushed out. Olashay's there. A couple of other high climbers, Whitley Cordova among them. And who else was in there as well? I think it was Blaze Andrews. No, it was actually number 88 for the high climbers. Who was that? That's Bennett Henry for the sack. It is 4th down and 14. And a punting situation for the Warriors. Looks like Bradley Elton's back, about his 30 to wait for this punt from Chris Rodriguez. I believe that's who it is. Actually, no, it's not. Punt is off. High. Elton will take it at bobbled it at the 35, and he'll have to lay it down. And he's just covered on his Connor Morris with the punt. And Elton is just creamed there as he was on his knees. And the High Climbers will take over on their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10, with a 14-7 lead. 3:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. High Climbers with the lead in the ball. Elton will come out, get some attention. I'll make sure, coaching staff making sure he's okay. Goose will go out of the pistol with Gilman, actually called it the gun. Gilman behind him. 2 receivers near side. I think it's Menifee and Trikoff. Hand it off to Gilman. Gilman, big hole up the right side, ran over a couple of Warriors across the 40. And that is a 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Oh, it's 2nd and 4 from the 40. Got to get to the 4. Oh, I guess it's only 2nd and 3. Got to the 48 for the 1st down. Tiller and Smith shift. Hand off to Gilman. Gilman trying the left side this time. Gets 1st down, dragging bodies to the 50. Gilman finding his running ability now, and it's 1st and 10 from midfield. Menifee and Trikoff go wide to the far side. Goes back out of the pistol with Gilman a yard behind him and to his right. Again, Tiller and Smith shift over to the opposite side, hand off to Gilman. Gilman fights, tries to get back to the line of scrimmage and ends up losing a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 from 49. Good penetration by the Warriors. 2:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Menifee and Trikoff wide to the near side below us. Again, out of the pistol goes Goose. Gilman out of the backfield, back to pass. Gonna throw, stick Trikoff at the 45. Dante will spin and get about a yard, maybe 2 yards short of the 1st down, up to the 42. Be 3rd and short. Here comes the hammer package. So 3rd and 2 for the High Climbers on the Rochester 42. Minute and a half remains in the 3rd quarter. Shelton with a 14-7 lead. Out of the full house backfield. Direct snap to Elton. Elton, lots of running room. He's going to break it in. 20-10 touchdown. Bradley Elton with a 42-yard touchdown scamper. And that brings the score up to 20-7. And Jan for the point after. 1:18 in the 3rd. Waiting for the snap. Holder is Menifee. Long snapper is Boxley. Low snap, put down, kick is up. Kick is good. 21-7. Shelton extends its lead. We'll be back.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Now back at Jack Stark Field, Highclimbers Stadium. 1:18 to go, third quarter. Shelton with a 21-7 lead on the Rochester Warriors. Gone from Germany, ready to kick it back to the Warriors. Got it teed up at the 40. It's like Rodriguez and Kalika back deep. Standing about their 15, waiting for this kickoff. Here's a run up in the kick. High end over end kick, taken at the 10 by Kalika. Kalika to the 20, 25, stutter steps, ripped down. And that was Smith with the tackle there at the 25. And the Warriors will take over. First and 10 at their own 25. 1:11 remains the third quarter. Shelton 21, Rochester 7.
Nice face-to-face tackle there. Ball was returned to the 25-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Warriors.
Warriors in their huddle. Rodriguez will come wide. It's Ashton Rodriguez wide to the near side. Under center and an offset eye. Hand off this time. It's Hartley. Hartley slid to about the 27. He was losing his footing at the 25.
2 yards and a second down and 8 yards to go with that ball on the Warrior 27-yard line.
Oh, and credit to Andrew Ellington with that tackle. So 2nd and 8 from the 27 for the Warriors. 45 seconds almost in the third. Two receivers far side, two to the near side. Out of the gun will go Kornstrom. Quick little dump off pass to Mobe. Mobe gets up the far sidelines, gets the first down and run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 36. This is how the Warriors did it earlier. Just methodically move the ball down the field with a little mix of run and pass. And they just managed to, they have an instinct for the first down markers. So 1st and 10 for Rochester at their own 36. 30 seconds remains in the third quarter. Two receivers on each side. Out of the gun goes Kornstrom. And he's going to keep her. Going to weave his way around, knocked out of bounds about the 43-yard line on the far side. Stops the clock with 20 seconds remaining. Brings up 2nd and 1, 2, 3.
7-yard gain. Second down and 3 yards.
It's like 2nd and 3 to go here from the 43. Gonna let the quarter run out. We're through 3. Shelton 21, Rochester 7.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Now back here waiting for start of the final 12 minutes of this ball game. Shelton 21, Rochester 7. The Warriors have a 2nd and 3 from their own 43-yard line. And a handoff, I think it's Hartley on the carry. Let's see. Yes, it is Hartley, gets to the 45. Brings up a 3rd and 1. Final period just underway. And the Warriors have a 2-score deficit to make up. The 3rd and 1 from their own 45. Out of the eye goes Kornstrom. Hartley at the end of the eye. Sneaker by Kornstrom, and he's going to get the first down by a yard. Needed 1, got 2. Be 1st and 10 from the 47. Clock is running. 11:15 to go in the 4th quarter. 21 for Shelton, 7 for Rochester. Warriors have the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 47. Out of the eye goes Kornstrom with the receiver on each side. Pitch to Hartley. Hartley working the left side. Going to cut it up the seam and get into Highclimber territory. Dropped at the 48 by, who was that? Hunter left with the tackle. And it's 2nd down and 4. Clock is running with 10.5 minutes to go in the game. Deep drop, or deep huddle for the Warriors. Kornstrom goes under center again out of the eye. Receiver on each side. Hartley at the tail of the eye. Turn around, hand it off to the fullback, and he'll fight his way to the 40. And that is Connor Morris on the carry. He keeps going to the 30. Wow, he kept going. Wow. Needed 4 and got about 22. It's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line for the Warriors. The 30 of the Highclimbers. Clock stopped at the moment with the 10:13 to go. Gonna set the chains and wind the clock, I believe. There we go. Under center again goes Kornstrom out of that eye with the receiver on each side. Hand it off again to Morris. Morris fighting inside the 25. Actually, I don't think he got to the 25 as the River of Red kind of swarmed in. Called the 26. And a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming.
Was the lead tackler for the Highclimbers making first contact. It is 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Warriors.
I'll spot the ball at the 26. It'll be 2nd and 6. Kornstrom under center, turn around, hand it off. Nope, he's going to play action to keep it on the option. He'll pitch it to Hartley. Hartley dropped by let's see, who is it? That was Andrew Ellerton with the tackle there. And a loss on the play, ball back at the 28. It'd be 3rd and 8. Approaching 9 minutes to go in the ball game. 21-7 is the score. Shelton with the lead, Rochester with the ball. Kornstrom will go out of the eye again. He'll put 2 receivers on the short side of the field. He'll pitch it to Hartley. Hartley working the left side, try to bounce it outside. Runs into a couple of Highclimbers at the 25. Left one of them. I think it was Perez, the other. It'll be 4th and 5 from the 25. 8.5 minutes and counting on the game clock. Rochester trailing by 2 touchdowns, not in a big hurry here, taking their time in the huddle. It's like the same formation with 2 receivers on the near side, hash mark far side, I formation, Cornstrom under center. Delayed handout, nope, he's going to keep it on the rollout. Going to roll, he's going to throw, and it's a short incomplete, and the Highclimbers will take over on the 25. So the Climbers take over on their own 25 with 8:04 to go in the ball game, leading by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. Thought that they were bringing out the hammer package, but it looks like it'll be Goose and Gilman in the backfield. Goose will go out of the gun. 2 receivers near side. And the shift is on with Smith and Tiller shifting to the opposite end. Turn around and hand it off to Gilman. Gilman picking his way up to the 30. Drop him. Might mark him down at the 29. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to mark him down at the 29, so it's a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. Clock is running with, we're approaching 7:45 to go in the ball game. Again, 2 receivers near side, and out of the gun goes Goose with the Gilman in the backfield. Hand it off to Gilman, trying to find some running room around the outside on the right. Might have got that to the 30. There is actually a flag on the 30-yard line as well. Probably going to be a hold on one of the receivers out there. Let's see. Clock is stopped at 7:32. And we have a penalty flag down. Check on the marker. See what the penalty flag is all about. Looks like it'll go against the Highclimbers. It's going to be a hold against the Highclimbers. That'll march them back to the 21. So 2nd and 14. Trikoff, Menifee wide to the near side. Goose will go out of the gun with Gilman behind him. Right now, Tiller and Smith are lined up on the right. Gilman goes out of the backfield, back to pass, goes Goose. Goose will dump it off to Trikoff. He stood up at the 26 after making that catch.
That's Goose to Trikoff for the completion, then by Ashton Rodriguez for the Warriors.
Let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it at 27. It'll be 3rd and 8.
9 yards to go.
Clock is running with 7 minutes remaining. Cordova is out there with Trikoff on the near side. Menifee alone on the far side. Out of the gun will go Goose with Gilman a yard behind him to his right. Back to pass. Quick little dump off to Trikoff and a reverse to West. West up the near side. Run out of bounds. Actually, it's going to be stays inbounds right at the 50. I'm sorry, that's Ian Wilsbach. I knew that was wrong. Wilsbach with a little handoff off the reverse and a 1st down for the Highclimbers. Clock continues to run, approaching, 6:38 right now. Clock will start up. Ball is at the 44. Clock starts up and should be running right now, but it's not. Highclimbers with 1st and 10 on their own 44. 2 receivers far side. Goose out of the pistol. Gilman the back behind him. Tiller and Smith shift over to the right side. Hand off to Gilman. Gilman cuts it up the middle. Fights for the 50. Give him 6 yards and a 2nd and 4. Great. All right, I lost my clock. My camera clock again. So we'll just kill that. So 2nd and 4 from midfield are the Highclimbers. Trikoff in motion. Out of the gun will go Goose. Hand off to Gilman. Gilman slips one tackle, slips another one, and falls forward for enough for the 1st down at the 46. That should be a 1st down. Ball's at the 46. That should be enough for the 1st down. Timeout by the official. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Yes, it's a first down. So 1st and 10 for Shelton on the Rochester 46. Clock is running with 5:50 to go in the ball game. Goes again out of the gun. The shift is on from left to right. 2 receivers far side. Hand it off to Fuller. Fuller in there. He'll stutter step to about the 42. A 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming.
Gain of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
Clock is running. 5:25 to go in the ball game. Still 21-7. Shelton with the lead in the ball. Fuller in the backfield with Goose. 2 receivers far side. Smith and Tiller on the left of the formation at the moment. Goose goes out of the gun. Back to pass. Pumps and he goes long, wide open is Kickoff. Oh, he dropped it at the 25. He was looking at a wide open field in front of him. Didn't have the ball when he turned to run. So that'll stop the clock at 5:05. And the Highclimbers will have a 3rd and 6 from the 42. Menifee wide to the far side. Kickoff in the slot on the far side. Fuller the back. Back to pass goes Goose. He's got a couple guys in his face, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 48.
That's Goose who will be taken down by Max Bob.
And that was a 4-yard loss? 5-yard loss. So punting situation for the Highclimbers on the Rochester 47-yard line. Goes back to punt it away. Nobody's back for the safety for the Warriors, and I think we're going to get a timeout. As a little confusion by Rochester. 4:28 to go in the ball game. 21-7 is their score. Shelton with the lead in the ball, but they have a 4th and 11.
Looks like a timeout for Rochester.
Rochester did take a timeout. Every Thursday, Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC, presents Shelton City Council Looking Ahead, a weekly preview of the next Shelton City Council meeting with City Manager Jeff Knighton. Each week, Manager Knighton briefs me on the top items coming before the City Council at their next meeting. That's Shelton City Council Looking Ahead every Thursday on MasonWebTV.com. 4:28 to go in the ball game. 21-7, Shelton with the lead. But the Highclimbers have a 4th and 11 from the Rochester 47, and they'll be punting, at least lined up to punt. Hartley's going to go back deep to receive this punt. He'll stand about his 15. As Goose he's going to send a couple of receivers to the far side as well. Waiting for the snap. On target. Punt is away. Hartley let it bounce, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. And a touchback.
That will be a touchback. Long kick.
So the Warriors are going to start out on their own 20. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go, and they need 2 scores. First and 10 for Rochester. .420 remaining in the ball game. Here comes Hornstrom. Nose of that football right on the 20. Mobe and Kalika come wide to the near side. 2 receivers on the far side. And Hornstrom is going to pitch it on the option. And I believe it's at 80. I have an 81. Must be. I don't know who that was. I have no idea who the runner was. He did get 6 yard up to this 26, so 2nd and 4. Off the option. Baird and Hartley go wide to the far side. Mobe and Kalika come wide to the near side. Out of the gun goes Quarnstrom. Low snap. Quarnstrom has to fall on it at the 11. And a huge loss. About 10 yards on that. Be third and really long. Ball back at the 12-yard line. Got to get up to the 30, so that's a third and 18. Third and 18 for the Warriors. Clock is running with 3:15 remaining in the game. 21-7. Shelton with the lead. Rochester with the ball. Warriors running out of time as the clock approaches 3 minutes. Two receivers on each side for Quarnstrom. Out of the gun. Back to pass he goes. Got some time. Buys it's going to throw down the middle, and it's nearly intercepted as Nielsen Ricker almost came away with a pick. Just a little low. Incomplete. Sorry, I was off the clock, off camera. So it brings up 4th and 18.
It does bring up 4th down for the Warriors. Great defense there by the Highclimbers.
Clock stopped at 2:55. One thing the Warriors have been able to do is come up with the first downs when they needed them in this ball game. They just haven't been able to score. So 4th and 18 from the 12-yard line are the Warriors. Mob and Klicka come wide to the near side. Hartley and Baird go wide to the far side. Quarnstrom out of the gun, quick snap. Back to pass, it's on the rollout. It's going to throw downfield, and that'll go incomplete, no flags. And the Highclimbers take over on the Rochester 12. Short field coming. Oh, but we have a flag in the backfield, and it's going to be roughing the passer. I'll give him 15 yards, but I don't think that'll give him enough for a first down. It'll still be 4th down and about 3, if all said and done, after the penalty. So personal foul, roughing the passer on the Highclimbers, 15-yard penalty, and they are going to give him a first down. Wow, stay alive here, Rochester. Gets an automatic first down, so 1st and 10 from the 27. Are the Warriors still life left in them with 2:48 to go in the ball game? 21-7. Shelton with the lead. Rochester with the ball. Again, the two receivers on each side. Set out of the gun goes Quarnstrom. Moab wide to the near side. Baird wide to the far side. Back to pass goes Quarnstrom. Dumps it off to Moab, and it's incomplete. Heising in there on the coverage. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27.
Cam Husing on the coverage for the Highclimbers. 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
2:43 to go in the ball game. It's a 2nd and 10 for Rochester on their own 27. Go 3 receivers in a bunch at the end of the line on this near side. I think it's Baird alone on the far side. Back to pass goes Quarnstrom. Sets his feet, dumps it off, complete to Klicka. Klicka breaks one tackle, and then he cannot escape another. And it looks like, is that Gilman? Looks like Gilman with the tackle. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 from the 33.
Gain is 6, so we'll bring it 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Clock is stopped at 2:26 remaining. I don't know why it stopped. It was an official timeout to get some equipment off the turf. Guess it's a wind at the go, and it is. So 3rd and 4 from the 33. Are the Warriors. Dump it off to Hartley. Hartley busts it outside, and he'll get the first down diving for the out of bounds at the 37. Looks like.
That was Hartley receiving that pass.
I say he managed to, well, they're going to stop the clock for the chains to move. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. So 2:12 remains in the ball game. They say he did get out of bounds. Warriors break the huddle. Rodriguez goes wide to the far side. Hartley's going to join him in the slot on that far side. Out of the gun goes Kornstrom. Going to look downfield, going to go downfield. Go off the hands, incomplete of the speedster out there of Ashton Rodriguez. And he is having a leg cramp, a little help from Menifee at the 20. Incomplete pass stops the clock at 2:05. Sorry, 2:04. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. 2 minutes, 4 seconds remain in the ball game. Still 21-7. Clock is stopped. Hartley goes wide to the far side. 2 receivers come wide to the near side. Back to pass goes Kornstrom. Kornstrom throws over the middle, and it's intercepted at midfield. And on the return, I think that's Bradley Ellington to the 30. There's flags flying at the 35. There's at least 3 out there. Let's see what the flags are about. Because there's 3 flags over there at the 35. Clock is stopped at 1:55. At the moment, the Highclimbers have an interception by Bradley Ellington. And he did return it to, what, about the 32? Climber offense is headed out there. I believe they're going to keep that possession of the ball. See what the flags are all about. They're all piled up at the 35. And the head referee will come out and tell us what the flags are all about. Personal foul, targeting, and the head-to-head contact on the Highclimbers. But it is Shelton's ball. And they'll bring it back and start at the 50. So the interception stands. The Highclimbers take over with 1:55 to run out here, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, 21-7. Goose will go out of the gun. He's got Menifee and I believe Trykoff wide to the near side. Right below us. Fuller in the backfield with Goose. Tiller and Smith look like they're lined up at the moment on the right side of the line. I should call it more of the pistol. And the shift goes on, goes from right to left. Hand it off to Fuller. Fuller trying to bounce it outside, decides to cut up the middle, and see you later. Jaden Fuller's gonna hit that end zone. 50-yard TD run. One play, but oh, wait a minute, there is a flag back at the 26, and they're gonna say a penalty on the Highclimbers, so that negated that touchdown. Exciting play, but for all for naught. As penalty, personal foul at the 26 is where they're going to start the mark off. So I should put it up to the 41. Highclimbers will have like a 1st and 1, I believe, after the penalty, which I'm not really sure what the penalty was about. Coach Smith is asking for some explanation at this point. It's a personal foul on the Highclimbers, which will march the ball back to the 41-yard line, and a timeout by Shelton. Business owners, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, can help you reach potential customers and expand your client base while showing your support for student athletes. How, you say? By becoming a broadcast sponsor. We have 3 levels of sponsorship that will put your business in front of our viewers. You can also buy advertising on MasonWebTV.com and reach everyone who visits the website. For more information, email MasonWebTV at hcc.net. You can also call or text 360-229-2234. 1:45 remains in the ball game. Highclimbers have a 1st and 1 from the Rochester 41 after the penalty. The unnecessary roughness penalty that was assessed at the 26-yard line after the 50-yard scamper by touchdown scamper by Jaden Fuller, which was negated by a penalty. Highclimbers will have 2 receivers on the near side, and Goose will go out of the pistol, and the shift comes back in there. Hand it off to Fuller. Same play as last time. Fuller cuts it up the middle this time, trying to break tackles. Got the first down. Is dropped about the 33. Clock runs down to 1:39. They'll move the chains and wind the clock, spotting the ball at the 33. 1st and 10 for Shelton. Oh, they're quick on that clock, I think. It's the beauty of being back at home. Being at home gets the clock running in your favor. Looks like it'll be a victory formation as Fuller's all the way back in his own territory. Goose will go out of what you could call the gun and take a knee at the 43. As we hit a minute remaining in the game. It will be 2nd and 15 from the 38 for the Highclimbers. Clock winds down to 40 seconds now. Goose watching the referee in the secondary, and there the hand goes up and he'll snap it. Just be it. He'll take another knee. And that is that as the clock will run out. Shelton Highclimbers come out with an Olympic League win here at on Jack Stark Field. 21-7. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. We'll wrap this thing up. Final here in Shelton. Shelton 21, Rochester 7.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
This changes everything. Next TV is here. is the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
Well, it's a final here. Shelton Highclimbers take care of business and knock off the Rochester Warriors 21-7. Let's see here. Just trying to get set up for my next thing here. A little slow to get there, but they managed to pull away in the second half after a 7-7 tie at the break. Let's see here. First touchdown by the Highclimbers with a 22-yard TD pass from Mason Coos to Gabriel Menifee. 4-yard TD run. I'm sorry, 4-yard TD pass to Dante Trikoff. Made it 14-7, and then a 42-yard TD run by Bradley Ellerton. With that final 21-7 for the Warriors, they had a 3-yard TD run by who was that? I'm sorry, I do not have the name in front of me. Anyways, the Highclimbers even the record in the the Evergreen Conference at 1-1. Warriors dropped to 0-2 in the conference. Let's see, both teams are 2-1 coming in. Now they're Highclimbers are 2-2. I'm sorry, 3-1. The Highclimbers are now 3-1, and Rochester drops to 2-2. Next Friday, Shelton has a non-conference game here on Jack Stark Field at Highclimber Stadium against Montesano. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll have that game for you. Rochester returns home and faces Centralia. You can find that game on the pay-to-view NFHS network. Our next broadcast is tomorrow as the North Mason Bulldogs host the North Kitsap Vikings, the number 14 in the state in Class 2A. Kickoff in Belfair is 7 p.m. And that will do it for us at Jack Stark Field. My thanks to Cheryl Williams for her help tonight. Final again, Shelton 21, Rochester 7. We will talk to you tomorrow night for the North Mason North Kitsap game, and next Friday for the Shelton Montesano game. Thanks for tuning us in.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health. United community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.